GovCamp Cymru is known as an unconference. To most people, they would say, well, what does that mean? It's a conference with a difference. It's where you gather people around a particular subject matter that they're really passionate about, in this case, government, making public services better. I suppose the beauty is you can move in and out of sessions if you find the one you've gone to isn't quite your cup of tea. So you always make sure that you're in somewhere that's really you're contributing or you're getting something from it.
Today's event is at the Pierhead because me and Helia went to GovCamp last year?
Last year.
Yeah, last year, and we found it really, really useful, and we just got to talking about how it would be really good to have it at the Assembly, so the Pierhead is part of the National Assembly's estate. So yeah, I think it's a good link up between the National Assembly and GovCamp because you know what the Assembly's there to try and kind of like represent Wales and its people and make, you know, help hold the government to account and, you know, ultimately make public service delivery better at the end of the day. So where better to have this event than at the Assembly's home, really.
One of the key aims and goals of the Assembly is to try and make things better for the people of Wales. So innovation in public services, transparency, accessibility to people, engagement with people, that's really key for us and is difficult often because we deal with high level, legislation is high level. A lot of the stuff that we do is quite academic, so it can be difficult to relate it to people. And what GovCamp was useful for is that we got to relate everything that we did to everyday actions in an office when you're doing your job. How can you make that better?
It's fantastic being here, actually. It's been interesting sort of with the energy of the different sort of GovCamp conferences across the UK, what the kind of discussions that people are having. Here, it's so different to just talking about local government because of the Assembly and because of the government here, and you have this kind of microcosm of the whole action of government and everybody represented downstairs, so it's nice to see the sort of silos being broken.
I found it to be a really great day. I think it was really well designed. What I particularly like is what we've talked about. It's been based on what's important to everybody who turned up, so I think that was really, really good way to design it.
GovCamp Cymru was very good, very interesting, but tiring.
Yeah, I had to disappear out for the last session because my brain was going to explode. But a lot of the great stuff happened in the conversations over coffee, not just in the formal sessions.
I was also really surprised how, because there's a lot of people that are into tech here, how immediately stuff was going up on Twitter, so you could follow stuff on there. I love the Google Docs, being able to share the information that way. One of the sessions was being put live on Periscope as well, which is great because then we look back over the session we were just in, which is really interesting.
So I think the result of today for me is going to be about making new connections, not just within the public sector, but some private sector as well as outside of sort of the culture and heritage area that I work. And I think there's potential for further collaborative working and also taking the format and I think applying some of the formats used today to my own organisation to get new ideas and new thinking.